Imagine waking up one morning in Canada, the US, or the UK, opening your banking app and suddenly seeing transaction failed or account restricted. Sounds scary, right? But this is actually happening to thousands of NRIs because they unknowingly continue using Indian resident accounts after moving abroad. In this video, I'm going to simplify every important NRI banking rule in the easiest possible way, with real examples, practical tips, and mistakes you absolutely must avoid to protect your hard-earned money. Here's one of the biggest myths people believe. I'll become an NRI only after getting PR or citizenship. That's actually wrong. Let's say you move to Canada for a job or to the UK for studies with the intention of staying there long-term. Under FEMA rules, your banking status may already change, and the moment that happens, your Indian accounts, taxes, investments, and financial responsibilities also start changing. Now, this is where most NRIs make a dangerous mistake. They move abroad, but continue using their old Indian savings account exactly the same way as before. Maybe salary comes into it, maybe investments continue, maybe rent is credited there. But what many people don't realize is this can create compliance issues under RBI and FEMA rules. Banks today are using stricter verification systems, and even simple mismatches can trigger restrictions or account reviews. So what should you do immediately after moving abroad? Think of this as your financial relocation checklist. Step 1. Inform your bank. Step 2. Update your overseas address. Step 3. Convert your account correctly. Most people delay these steps for months or even years, and later they struggle with KYC failures, blocked transactions, or investment complications. A few updates today can save huge stress later. Let's simplify NRE accounts in the easiest way possible. Imagine you're earning salary in Canada or the USA and you want to send some money to India for savings, family support, or investments. That foreign income usually goes into an NRE account. The biggest advantage? The interest earned is generally tax-free in India, and you can move your money back abroad easily whenever needed. Now let's talk about the second important account, the NRO account. Think of this as the account designed for income that still comes from India. For example, maybe you own a property in Delhi earning rent, or maybe your parents deposit some local income into your account. That money is considered Indian income, and this is where NRO accounts become important. Still confused between NRE and NRO? Don't worry, here's the simplest trick to remember forever. Foreign income, usually NRE. Indian income, usually NRO. That's the basic idea. So if your salary comes from abroad, think NRE. If rent, pension, or local earnings come from India, think NRO. Foreign currencies floating around Indian banking interface: Canadian dollars, US dollars, British pounds, elegant banking visualization, premium finance look, realistic 16:9. Yes, banks really can restrict or temporarily freeze certain account activities, but before panicking, understand this carefully. In most cases, it's not because you did something criminal. Usually, banks are simply trying to complete compliance checks like KYC updates, PAN verification, address confirmation, or account conversion requirements. One major misconception is that NRIs never pay tax in India. In reality, taxes often depend on where the income is generated and your country's tax treaty with India. Double taxation sounds scary, but tax treaties between India and many countries help reduce unnecessary duplicate taxation for NRIs. NRIs continue to have excellent investment opportunities in India, but proper banking structure and compliance are extremely important. Millions of NRIs regularly send money to support parents, education, and investments in India. Choosing the right transfer method can save significant money in fees. Many NRIs rely on family members in India for banking operations, but legal authority and proper documentation are extremely important. Here's the truth. Most NRIs are not intentionally breaking rules. they simply never received proper guidance after moving abroad. And because banking rules sound complicated, people keep postponing updates until one day a problem suddenly appears. Avoiding these 5 mistakes can save you from financial stress, delayed transfers, unnecessary taxes, and compliance headaches. As digital banking grows, online fraud targeting NRIs is increasing rapidly. Awareness and caution are your strongest protection. Banking rules change once again if you permanently move back to India. Many returning NRIs forget this important transition step. Organized documentation makes banking, taxation, and compliance much smoother for NRIs living abroad. The best financial strategy for NRIs is not complexity, it's awareness, organization, and staying compliant with changing regulations. If you're an NRI living anywhere in the world, Canada, the USA, the UK, Europe, Australia, or the Middle East, understanding these banking rules is no longer optional. One small mistake can create major stress later. But the good news is, once you understand the basics, managing your finances becomes much easier and safer. If this video helped you learn something valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with another NRI who may still be unaware of these important rules.